Think about your life right now. How much of it is controlled by habits? The way you check your phone first thing in the morning? The way you snack late at night even when you're not hungry? The way you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," and never start? Now here's the scary truth. Almost half of everything you do in a day is just a habit. Good or bad, it's shaping your future. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to break bad habits and replace them with good ones. Habits that will push you towards success, health, and happiness instead of holding you back. Stay with me, because in just 1 minute, I'll share a simple trick backed by science that can actually rewire your brain and help you finally break free from the habits that have been chaining you for years. Part 1. Why habits are so hard to break. Habits are like shortcuts your brain creates. At first, you make a choice. You eat chocolate after dinner. You scroll TikTok before bed. You skip the gym once. Do it enough times and your brain locks it in. Now it's automatic. Scientists call this the habit loop. 1. Cue. Something triggers you. 2. Routine. The habit itself. 3rd reward. The pleasure or relief you feel afterward. Example. You feel stressed. Cue. You smoke a cigarette. Routine. You feel calmer. Reward. This loop is why habits stick. Your brain learns, "This makes me feel better. Let's do it again." But here's the good news. If your brain can learn bad habits, it can also learn good ones. Part 2. The first step. Awareness. You can't break what you don't see. Most people don't even realize how automatic their habits are. That's why the first step is awareness. Keep a small notebook or use your phone, and for 1 week write down your bad habits. When do they happen? Where are you? How do you feel right before it? You'll start to see patterns. Maybe you are always snacking when you're bored. Maybe you always procrastinate when the task feels too big. Awareness gives you power. Once you see the loop, you can start to break it. Part 3. Replace, don't just remove. Here's where most people go wrong. They try to just stop. I'm never eating sugar again. I'm quitting social media tomorrow. I'll never smoke again. But the brain doesn't like emptiness. If you remove a habit and don't replace it, the old one will come back. The secret is substitution. Instead of removing, you replace. Want to stop drinking soda? Replace it with sparkling water. Want to stop scrolling TikTok before bed? Replace it with reading 10 pages of a book. Want to stop biting your nails? Replace it with squeezing a stress ball. This way, your brain still gets the reward, but from a healthier source. Part 4. Start small, win big. The reason most people fail is because they aim too high, too fast. They try to completely change their life in 1 week. But real transformation happens in small, repeatable steps. Think of James Clear, author of Atomic Habits. He says, "You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." That means instead of focusing on the big goal, I want to lose 20 pounds. Focus on the small daily habit. I will walk for 10 minutes after dinner. 1 cigarette less. 1 extra glass of water. 1 push-up more. Do it every day and it compounds. Tiny changes, big results. Part 5. Use triggers to your advantage. Remember the habit loop? Cue, routine, reward? You can hack it. If your brain responds to triggers, then create triggers for good habits. Example. Put your gym shoes next to your bed so you see them in the morning. Place a book on your pillow so you read before sleep. Keep fruit on the table instead of cookies in the cupboard. Make a good habit easy to start. Make the bad habit harder to do. This is called environment design. You don't have to fight your willpower if you change your surroundings. Part 6. The power of identity. Here's a deeper secret. The strongest habits are built on identity. If you say, I want to quit smoking, you still see yourself as a smoker. But if you say, I am not a smoker, you're changing your identity. If you say, I want to run a marathon, you're hoping. But if you say, I am a runner, you're becoming. Every small action becomes proof of who you are. Each time you choose a salad, you prove, I'm a healthy person. Each time you write a page, you prove, I'm a writer. Each time you save money, you prove, I'm disciplined. The more evidence you collect, the stronger your new identity becomes. And when identity changes, habits follow. Part 7. Real-life example. Michael Phelps. Let's take Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer. He didn't just rely on talent, he built habits so powerfully they worked like a machine. Every night before a race, he had the same routine: stretching, listening to the same playlist, visualizing the perfect swim. By the time he hit the water, his body was on autopilot. His habits carried him. That's why he won 23 gold medals. Not just because of skill, but because of discipline, repeated daily until it became identity. Part 8. Accountability and support. No one breaks habits alone. Find a friend, a coach, or even an online group to keep you accountable. When someone is watching, you're more likely to stick to the plan. That's why fitness trainers work. That's why masterminds exist. That's why Alcoholics Anonymous has helped millions. Accountability gives you strength on the days your willpower feels weak. Part 9. Be patient, not perfect. This is the final key, and maybe the most important one. Breaking bad habits and building new ones is not a one-day mission. It's not even a one-week mission. It's a journey. Research shows that it takes about 66 days on average to build a new habit. That's over 2 months. And for some people, depending on the habit, it can take even longer. That means you will slip. You will eat the cake you promised not to. You'll skip the workout you planned. You'll spend an hour on social media even after saying just 5 minutes. And that's okay. The danger is not in failing once. The danger is in letting that one failure convinces you to quit completely. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. Nobody gets it right on the first try. You fall, you scrape your knee, but then you get up again. And every time you try, you get a little better. Habits work the same way. Consistency is more powerful than perfection. If you miss one day, don't miss 2. If you eat one bad meal, make the next one healthy. If you skip one workout, make sure you show up the following day. One failure does not erase all your progress. What matters is the trend, not the slip. Remember this: small steps done consistently will beat big promises broken too soon. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who get back up again and again until the habit finally becomes part of who they are. So don't aim for perfect. Aim for progress. And let patience carry you through the process. The transformation. So let's bring it all together to break bad habits and replace them with good ones. Start with awareness. Replace, don't just remove. Start small. Use triggers. Build identity. Stay accountable. And above all, stay patient. Because your habits are writing the story of your life, the question is, what story do you want to tell? If this video gave you value, don't let it stop here. Take action today. Break one bad habit. Start one good one. And if you found this powerful, make sure to like, subscribe to Most Memorable Moments, and share this video with someone who needs it. The future is waiting for you.